we have the jackfruit. This is a whole jackfruit, and I'm just prepping to get ready to cut it. You need to cover your surface with plastic or paper because the sap from the jackfruit will probably ruin your shape. So that's the oil, that's the knife I was going to use, or that I did use to cut it. You need to cover the knife in the oil so that it's easier to cut. It will, basically it's just really sappy and sticky. So if you don't cover, if you don't cover your knife in oil, it's just going to be a bee to clean later. So this is a good first step to take to protecting your counter surface and your cutlery. All I did was follow the instructions that came on that tag that you can see there. Whoa. I am sorry for the shaky camera. My surface that I was using didn't really work all that well, so like I was saying, I just followed the instructions that came on that tag, which said to cover the surface with plastic and then oil the knife down, and then it said to have the jackfruit crosswise. So that's what you see me doing here. It was kind of difficult. It said specifically a sharp knife. This knife wasn't exactly sharp. That is a cross section of the jackfruit. That would be the bottom half, obviously. And then it says to cut it into quarters after you have cut it in half. So if you ever get a jackfruit, a whole jackfruit of your own, at least now you'll be able to see how to cut it properly, which I feel like it kind of wastes a lot of the seeds. Maybe there's a different way to cut it to where you can get more of the seeds not cut in half. There, I'm just trying to rescue a full pod because I wanted to see what a full pod looked like rather than the little halves that you can see there. Finally got that all apart. And I'm just going to continue to cut just like the instructions say. It says it's sticky and delicious and it is ripe when fragrant. So this one did smell fairly fragrant. Also, when it's kind of squishy, which if you don't buy a full jackfruit, that I was just showing the part of the fruit that is edible. If you don't buy a full jackfruit, you won't really use this part, but they say that it's squishy, like not squishy, but it's softer when you squish it, and that's also a way to tell if it's ripe. There I'm just removing some of that white pithy looking stuff, yeah, and removing the core out of there so that I can get to the actual fruit a little bit easier. As you can see, this is quite the chore. That's just the core. I threw it over there. Whoa. Whoa. It's really slippery and sticky, so I can see why they did recommend covering your surface. I used gloves because I was intending on sharing this with people. That's one of the seeds there, and I don't think I mention it later, but to cook those, it took about 30 minutes to boil it, and those are edible. So looking back now, I could have probably kept those and boiled them, so oh well, I didn't do that. Now I'm just looking for a little tray so that I can put the samples that I've prepared for my coworkers to try, just so everybody knows in case anybody gets any crazy ideas. I was off the clock at this point. And so this is all just me time right now. I did want to sample this out to some of my coworkers and of course get my cut that I did purchase later on. So I'm just separating some of the pieces for my coworkers, taking those little white stringy things off, which, you know, kind of get stuck to my gloves. That inner part that I'm removing was stuck to the seed, so there's like a capsule or something you want to call it that is attached to the seed inside of the actual fruit, and then from there you'll remove that. As you'll see later, there's even a second skin on the seed once you boil it that you need to remove. I'm continuing to separate the husk, or the outer part, the skin, whatever you want to call it, and those little weird white stringy things that look like string cheese off of the fruit, so that it can be prepared for my coworkers to try. There we go. That is a full pod, separated and ready for consumption. And that was just another seed. That's the little hole where the seed was. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Thank you guys at work that decided to try it, and for being my guinea pigs, seeing as how I hadn't tried it yet. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. XOXO! Okay. Hi!
Hi!
Here with Felicia for WTFruit Wednesdays. We got jackfruit. She's gonna give it a try.
Show them what it looks like, though.
I did.
Oh.
But that's what it looks like. Well, that's what the top looks like.
Ew. Okay.
Ew.
Oh, what's that? See?
That's the seed.
Oh, it stinks. It smells.
There's your piece.
Ah, with the fruit.
What the fruit?
Ew. Oh, it's rubbery.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of good.
It's supposed to taste like, it says, the hulking fruit yields sweet, delicious pods that taste like banana, mango, pineapple. Perfect to share with friends.
It really does.
No crap, it's ginormous. But yeah, so.
It's awesome.
You like it?
I like it.
A lot of people didn't like it. They said it tasted like the texture was jacked up, like it was rubbery.
They probably didn't give it a chance because of the texture.
They had to give it a chance. And it to 3 people already, and nobody liked it. So we're waiting for Jordificus.
Perfect.
That always happens. This is my friend Jordan. I call him Jordificus. He's gonna try some jackfruit. What do you think?
It was good.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Okay, so that's 2 likes and 3 not likes.
Let's see. It's good. It's sweet.
It's sweet?
It's sweeter.
What do you think about the texture?
It's a weird texture.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it.
He didn't mind it. You're so cute. Yes.
Let me double try.
Look
I want to
it.
double.
This one's with the whole pod, like the whole pod. And like there's the seed in the middle.
Cool.
There it goes. Boop.
That looks so weird.
Does it taste like juicy fruit to you? Because people have been telling me it tastes like juicy fruit. Well, like people that I haven't given it to try in here today.
Not
That's
like
what I
juicy
heard.
fruit. It's like a weird flavor that
I
I
don't
don't
like juicy
I've tasted it. I don't know.
It's like something you've tasted before,
Mhm.
you think? I can't wait to try mine. I'm going to try mine at home. I'm not going to try it now. I want to, though.
It tastes like something like I can't explain it. It tastes like something.
Well, if you want the rest of those, you can have. That's the jackfruit. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Take you a chunk, girl. Take you a chunk, girl.
Jacked
It
up.
kind of does taste like
Oh,
Like an
I really did
artificial-
leave that going. But, and like an artificial what?
an artificial candy, though.
It tastes like
Kinda.
candy.
Did you want to do it on the YouTube? Did you want to get on the YouTube? Let's get in, Janetta.
Tastes like
It's
candy.
Janetta. She's trying the jackfruit.
It's pretty good. I mean,
Brian! Brian made the
it
appearance.
is like that.
It should be out there by the tomatoes. Did you look by the tomatoes?
By the tomatoes.
Yeah. Because if they're looking where all the other herbs and stuff are, it's not there. It's over on by the tomato table.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Brian.
Yay.
That was Brian. Special appearance. Looking for. That's what happens when you do shit at work. Okay, well. Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, ValTrysIt, and I am here with the highly requested jackfruit. Now, I did shoot this video in a couple different segments. I think it might be 2 segments. In one part of the segment, it shows me cutting up a whole jackfruit that I got in at work. And then I bought like a part of the segment. So this was, well, once I took the fruit out, this is what's left. But yeah, so there's what's left over of my jackfruit. Jackfruit is really interesting. Everybody's really excited about jackfruit, but it was $2.99 a pound, and I mean, mine's was like, I think it was like a little over a pound because it was like 3 and change for this. Now, this is the amount of fruit that I yielded from that. Now, most of the weight is definitely in all of the inedible stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's inedible. Yeah. I'm pretty sure these white stringy parts aren't edible. I didn't see anything that said they were edible. The skin, I don't know what else you would do with that. So the fruit is this part, and then the seeds are edible once you cook them. So let's just get this out of the way. They are high in fiber, iron, magnesium, and potassium. The green variety, which I did not get the green variety, is the one that is usually seen being cooked for the vegan recipes and stuff like that. Most vegan recipes appear to use a canned jackfruit, in which they just drain it or whatever. I don't know if it's hard to get the green variety fresh, but that's what I saw. So I don't know if you can cook this the same as you would cook the green variety. I haven't tried it. Mine came from Mexico, but they are native to Asia, Brazil, and Africa. They are relative to figs and breadfruit. Also, a lot of people were like, oh my god, that's that stinky fruit, the durian, right? So this is not durian fruit. They do look similar on the outside, but when you open up a durian, it's more like a custard, like it's creamy looking, and this is obviously not creamy or custardy. So that's one difference between jackfruit and durian fruit. Also the smell. Apparently durian smells really, really bad. That's what people have said. This smells really, really good. What else? So you can make, well, what I've seen anyways, and heard from friends, barbacoa, which it looked really good, teriyaki, that sounds really good, and barbecue, pulled barbecue, like sandwiches, you know, like they usually use pulled barbecue pork. They use this for pulled barbecue sandwiches. So they all looked really good online. I'll see if I can put those links to those recipes in the description down below. Yeah, so that's that. Preparation, I'll probably just go through the preparation and how to cut it up in that other segment of when I cut up the whole fruit, so that you guys can know what that is all about. Next thing, so these, oh, that one's slippery. These are the pods. So this is essentially how the fruit will come out if you can take out a pod whole. I mean, I had some pieces because of how I cut the fruit that were already cut like in half. But basically that's what the pod looks like. Inside this little pocket here was the seed, and I cut that hole in it so I could get the seed out. The seeds, that tastes pretty good. I'm pretty excited to try this. The seeds I did prepare. I boiled them because that was the easiest way to prepare them according to what I read online. It says to boil them, and then this like skin, you peel that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off. They said it tastes similar, to like a potato, like the texture is kind of like a potato, or taro, which I've had taro chips, and I'm sure I've had taro like regularly, but basically those are root vegetables. The skin is coming off like kind of like paper, or like eggshell is what it reminds me of. Like, you know, when you're peeling hard-boiled eggs, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But it took, oops. Okay, so it breaks apart just like a potato. Basically, they said you can eat it plain, or I guess you could add some seasoning to it. I meant to go and get my little salt shaker, but I guess I'll try this plain. So yeah, I got it all peeled off, and they said it's just like a snack. So I mean, for $2.99 a pound, I'll be eating all the pieces that I can eat off of it. And I mean, if it's good for you, might as well, right? So this is now what it looks like. This was the piece that broke off. Ooh. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like a potato. Yeah, let's give jackfruit seeds a taste. It is kind of potatoey. You know, it'd be nice if you were gonna make like a soup or something like that, that you wanted some potatoes in. You could put these in there. That would be good. Mmm, it tastes just like potato. Mmm, that's good. That would be good in a soup. Okay. Also, I'm still chewing. Those are good. I'll probably eat the rest of those with like some salt and some olive oil or something like that. Maybe a little garlic powder. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, so now that I've tasted that, I can definitely say that I looked up at this recipe for the seeds, and it was a roasted garlic jackfruit seed hummus. That would totally work! Yeah! So, you'd need a lot of seeds. I mean, I got, except for the ones that I kind of destroyed when cutting the jackfruit, like you can see, this one's one that wasn't cooked. Ooh. And it had been kind of cut in half, so I didn't use that one. Yeah. So, I mean, I only got like 4 usable ones out of that. So I don't know how many seeds you're gonna need to make some hummus, but it's gonna be some expensive ass hummus. Next thing that was kind of weird is when I boiled them, when I put the water in, it was clear, it was just plain water. This is the water that came out of it after I boiled it, so I don't know what the deal is with that. There was nothing saying that this would taste good. It smells. Like nothing. It doesn't smell like anything. It's kind of like, you know, that kind of medicine-y bitter taste? That's kind of what it tastes like, but it's not very strong, but I'm also not going to take like a full sip of that to find out, because if it isn't good for you, I don't want to drink it. So, that's that. I guess the next thing that's left is just for me to try some jackfruit, and I'm gonna try this whopping chunk right here. I'm just gonna eat it. Huh. That's good. I didn't mind the texture. The texture kind of reminds me of slightly under-ripened mango. The flavor is more like it said it was supposed to taste like banana, mango, and pineapple. And it tastes more like tolerable, like fake banana flavor, kind of. Like, I don't really like fake banana flavor. Like, you know, the banana runts, I throw those away every time. But, like, this tastes kind of like that, but not bad. I don't really get the pineapple. I don't really get the pineapple at all, but I do get the mango. And for some reason it reminds me of cantaloupe too. So, yeah. What the fruit? Jackfruit. It wasn't bad. You know, if you were gonna maybe make like a teriyaki one with this instead of the green, I could see that working because it's kind of sweet, so you probably wouldn't need to put like pineapple with it. But I've had friends tell me that they've had it with the grilled pineapple and stuff, and they liked it like that. I'm gonna save some so I can take it to work and give it to some of my coworkers. Tara, I'm talking about you. Yeah, that was good. The texture wasn't so bad. It felt worse touching it than it did in my mouth. It was good. I liked that. So, as usual, thanks for watching this episode of What the Fruit Wednesdays. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. If you have any suggestions like this, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. You can also leave them for me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at ValTrysIt. If you aren't following me on any of those, go on ahead and do it because it'll be good for both of us. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!